Hey guys! So I got something really cool in the mail today and I wanted to share with you guys. But also I was looking after it got here for instructions on how to use it and I couldn't find any anywhere. So I played around with it a little bit till I figured out the little snags and speed bumps so that I could do an instructional. As well as like show you something really cool that I got. So I saw this ad on Facebook. Now, I don't buy anything off Facebook ads because every time I have, it was a scam. So, and I've had to cancel too many debit cards because of it. So now I just find it on Amazon or, from another reputable seller. So what it was a 3D sculpting kit with these cool silicone stamping things. And it's like, kind of like silicone putty, I guess, and it hardens under the UV light. So I got white and clear. I already opened that up so I could test it out and see where all the problem areas were, which I did. So it came with 2 jars, 1 clear and 1 white, and it came with 6 of these little chrome powders. The chrome powders go inside the little grooves here so that when you push it down on the putty, it leaves the powder behind, but what I realized was it also stops the putty from sticking in the grooves of the little silicone stamper. So I found a couple of different ways to do that, and we're going to go over those if I can get this off of here. And I'm going to show you how cool this is. What I thought was really cool was, I don't know if any of you guys saw my other video. It was a giveaway one where I said pineapple was my safe word, so the code word was pineapple juice. Or pineapple juice was my safe word. Anyway, the code word was pineapple juice, and this had some pineapples. So we'll probably be using that one. I don't know. Also, these are kind of difficult to clean, so I'll show you how to do that as well. Now, I went ahead and obviously opened some of it because you didn't need to hear all the wrappers crinkling and whatnot. But each one came in a little individual bag with a little eyeshadow brush thing. So there were 6 of those, 1 of the stamping thing, 2 jars of the gel, and the little cuticle pusher thing to kind of scoop it out with. So I'm going to be using the white today so you guys can see it better, you know what I mean? And we're gonna test it out. Now, first things first, if you put the putty stuff on here, what you're supposed to do is put the putty stuff on the nail and then take the stamper and press it down to kind of leave the imprint on it. Now, what I found was it will stick inside of here, and I didn't use the chrome powder at first because I wanted to see what it looked like white. But what I did find you could do is take like clear acrylic powder and kind of brush that onto it, or brush it over the putty, and then press it down, and that'll stop it from going into these little grooves. I just used, Mia Secret Clear or whatever. But otherwise the chrome powder does the same thing. Another thing, it doesn't like to stick to a shiny nail, so definitely buff them, rough it up a little bit, or you could lay down base coat. That's totally your preference. I am going to try that though so you guys can see it. I would imagine base coat would help it stick a lot better too. So we're going to do that real quick while I get everything opened up here. And then we are going to start testing this out and looking at all the cool colors. I'll probably only do 2 of the chrome just because you guys got stuff to do. Also, while this is curing, we'll go ahead and get to that Modelones kit. We'll do the little spinny wheel thing. Anybody who said that they wanted entered, I put them into the little drawing wheel. And we're going to go ahead and look at that now and see who our lucky winner is. Now, whoever wins, I will get in contact with you in the comments and let you know how to reach me, and then I will get that sent out to you this week. So without further ado, here we go. Okay, congratulations to Illiana Lee. I will be getting in contact with you about sending out your prize. Congratulations, and I hope you have fun with it. Anyway, let's go ahead and get cracking on this. So, what I noticed with that putty, I don't know what to call it, so I'm gonna call it, like, I think it's called 3D sculpture gel or so. Oh, 3A sculpture gel or something like that. What I noticed is that as you work it with your hands, it gets more and more pliable as it warms up, which that's helpful. So what they say to do is take enough out to cover the entire surface of the nail, or the part where you want the pattern, and then spread kind of an even layer over the whole thing, which we are going to do now. And just, oh, I got that chrome powder on it. Uh-oh. That's okay, we're going to be doing this one with the blue chrome anyway. I'm trying on the base coat one, so you just want to like thin it out. That doesn't look good. All right, we're going to use a different one. I got the the blue chrome stuff on my hand. But it's the chrome colors are really, really pretty. And I would imagine you can kind of spread it out with this too. It seemed easier to me to use my finger. Yeah, it's sticking to the base coat pretty well, so you can do that or buff the nail up really good. Either one will work. However, with this white stuff, if there's anything on your fingers, it is going to show immediately, which that's my own fault. Should have been playing in the chrome powder until I had it on. I know better, but that's okay because we're using the chrome powder on this anyway. So you just want to get a nice even spread over the whole surface. This stuff's kind of cool. It's like, I don't know what, it feels kind of like Play-Doh, but sticky. It feels like plastic. I don't know. It's cool though. Kind of fun. So let's just get that even. And if it's not perfectly even, that's okay because you're going to push down on it on the surface of the nail with the stamper or the mold, and that's going to kind of level some stuff out too. All right, so we got pretty good coverage there. And I would imagine if I used more, it would be better, but we're just testing it out. So, okay, we're going to do, let's start out with, let's see. We'll do the pineapples on another one because I want to pull the gold out for that. So we'll just do one of these ones. So you take a little bit of the chrome powder, and I'm so bad at decisions, guys. Let's do this one. Okay. So it says to rub it inside the grooves of the mold. Rub it on there. And that's supposed to help keep it stick and transfer onto the putty as well. I will say when you clean these, the easiest way I had of cleaning them was to just take it and rinse it out. Use a little nail brush to get down in those grooves. And that got it out for me because just trying to wipe it off with a brush didn't work. Like you can see, it just, I mean, it's meant to be used with a brush, that's probably why, but, so that's my bad. So let's do this, and we're gonna go to the side. Probably shouldn't have put other nails on here while I was gonna do this. And you just press it down all the way across. Make sure you rub it down real good. It's kind of cool. Now, it's still gonna be soft and pliable at this point. You can also go back through, take a brush, grab some more of that powder and get in the little spaces where you missed, like, because it doesn't get into all of the grooves on the stamper very well. So you're gonna need to clean it up a little bit, which of course the video didn't show, but that's okay. And then any parts that, you know, got pushed off to the side or whatever, you can just kind of clean up with your cuticle pusher or anything really. So now what it says is to, that is really cool. So what it says is to put top coat over it and then put it under the lamp. But what I found is that it will cure under the lamp anyway. This stuff is not going to dry on its own. I mean, it would probably harden if you left it out overnight, I suppose. But I left it for a while and nothing happened, so I stuck it under the lamp and it did harden. But we're going to try it with top coat real quick. And pop that in there, and I am going to get another nail ready so that we can try it with the acrylic powder instead of the chrome, because I like the way that the white looked, and I imagine the clear would look good over top of colored acrylic. So we're going to test it out with acrylic. And I didn't do a great job of evening this out, but that's okay. That's okay. That is nifty looking. Kind of hard to see with the top coat, so let's go ahead and cure that. I don't not a big fan of it with the top coat. That's okay. We will like pull this out. Oop, got it now. All right, so I'm gonna grab a little bit more. Then we're gonna do one more real quick. Probably need a little bit more. Now, if you're planning on covering the, I mean, you could definitely use the clear if you're gonna be doing, actually, you know what? Let me grab a swatch stick. That would probably be easier. If you're gonna be doing the powder or do this over colored acrylic, you could just use the clear gel. I wanted to see what the white would look like by itself. So we're gonna put kind of a thicker layer on there. Not a big fan of it with the top coat. Like, obviously you need it. Maybe if I took a smaller brush and like got down in the grooves so it didn't look so, like, so it didn't fill in all the grooves and make it look kind of even. See, there we go. Which, yeah, that's not bad. I want to see more of the pattern, like the raised pattern, so we're going to try this with maybe a little brush to see if we can clear it out and make it look a little neater. There we go. That's better. And the white's more even. I didn't do a great job on the first one. That's on me. I was so excited to get this, like, because I'm not great with, I'm still learning to do 3D stuff. Like, I'm not 100% with it. So I thought this was a really cool way around that while I'm still learning, you know. All right, let's see. Let me get a little brush here. We're gonna take the clear. Let's do the pineapples on this one. I'm just gonna rub the clear acrylic powder all over it and get it up. Make sure it's not down in those grooves though. Like, you don't want it full of acrylic. Otherwise the pattern's not gonna take very well. I was gonna use the gold with this, but I think I'm gonna transfer it first. Okay, so we got that, so it won't stick. You can kind of see how the gel like gets a little slicker as it warms up. All right, so we're gonna start at one side and just kind of roll it over. Flip that over. Now let's peel it up. Oh, I touched it with the other part of the stamper, but that one came out much better, I think. Except for where I touched it with the other part of the... But you see what I mean here? Like, some of it got stuck down in there, but it does come right out. Like, you can just roll it off, so that's cool. But you can see the pattern a little better. I like that. I love pineapples. Let's get that to focus. That's pretty neat. All right, so let's try that top coat, see if we can make that look a little better. And thank you guys for hanging out with me while I try this stuff. It's always fun to share it with somebody else, you know? All right, I'm gonna get my top coat out here. And I would suggest just like a thin layer, unless you wanna not have the raised part and you just wanna be able to see the pattern, kind of like under glass or whatever. Oh, that's working a lot better. If you just do a very thin layer, and then I suggest taking a small brush and just kind of clearing up where it's kind of collected in between the pattern, which I'm going to do very quickly. So just kind of clean that up a little bit. Perfect. Much better. And then, so after that, like this one, you can see the gel hardened quite a bit under the lamp and with the top coat. So while that finishes up in there, I want to see what the clear looks like on colored acrylic. I know this is a little long, but it's fun, you know? Let's try new stuff, right? The clear is much stiffer than the white. That's weird. It's a lot stiffer. Wonder why. Anyway, yeah, you can kind of tell that one's much sturdier. So let's press that down. I will say the clear doesn't have the same issue with it like looking bare in some spots that the white did. Well, clearly, because it's clear all the way through, so it doesn't look like some parts are see-through. However, you can see all of my fingerprints, but that's okay. We'll get rid of that in just a second. So let's do the green, I think. Yes. Well, I kind of want to see it without it. Okay, so we're just going to put some clear acrylic on this and see how it looks on the on this. And they have some like old lady wallpaper patterns on here that are pretty cool. Let's see which one. Let's do this one. I think that'll look cool with the Merlot. So I'm putting some more clear acrylic on there. Just working that in. Oh, right. I had top coat on that brush. Okay, that was my bad. Different brush. Okay. So let's do this one. I'll rub that in. All right. Press that down. And because it is a big sheet, it's a little hard to handle, but I would imagine, oh, that's cool. I would imagine that you can, you know, if you feel so inclined, cut them down. That is pretty cool. I like that a lot. That's really neat. And then the top coat will get rid of that powder look if you want. Yes. That's really cool. Let me clean this up real quick. See how when the top coat pools, it kind of looks really wet and you can't really see the pattern all that well. Let's clean that up. And just get down in those grooves. There we go. That's pretty neat. I like that. So I am going to be playing with this quite a bit this week, because I'm already excited. Also, you can also use it to like sculpt flowers and stuff like that. I saw some people used it for 3D flowers, like if you're not into acrylic but you want to do 3D flowers, that would work great. So definitely give that a shot. Give this stuff a shot. I will include the link down below. And again, congratulations to Illiana Lee for the Modelones giveaway. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you for coming and having fun with me and checking out my new stuff. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all your guys' support. As always, thank you for watching.